We got Dylan J. Domachowski with the 25. Hey, I'm 22, no debt, and I'm stacking cash working in a factory. What would you recommend to a guy who's struggled to ever imagine himself being anywhere other than dead in 5 years do?
Same, buddy. I used to think that all the time about myself.
What does the world need that makes money?
God, I think once you figure it out, the world will suck every hour of your time up once you get there. It's not money, man. Find something that you like doing a lot, and make sure you don't wait your whole life to be able to pull off some sort of execution of your dream life. And identifying what you like to do a lot is not an easy question, so I don't expect an answer from anybody. Not a lot of people have that question answered from any age, never mind 22-year-old dudes. But I think that I'm dying in 5 years is just a pretty common psychological problem that people have of catastrophizing, which I suffered from for years. I always just felt like I was going to just die at any point and didn't really care. So but I'm older now and I've sort of outgrown that thought process. But identifying what you like to do a lot of, and make sure you clearly identify, because I thought I wanted to open an antique store and run that as hell on earth. I like selling antiques, but I didn't like opening myself to the public, even though I'm here telling you guys all my fucking mental problems on but no, and I'm glad I did that at a younger age, because I was like, I'll never do that again. I'm not gonna like get old and be like, this is my store, and then I have to hear from like losers that don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Yeah. So, or if you want to be in a band, or if you wanted to play an instrument, or if you wanted to tour the world, or if you wanted to work on a cruise ship, or be a commercial fisherman, or you don't know, maybe you work on being a commercial fisherman and it like sucks. Yeah. And like you get like skin rashes or something. I don't know. Like try it and be able to answer the question. That's probably the hardest thing to do. Is just pursue your own happiness through your interests sometimes, and sort of find solace in whatever the fuck it is. But I do wish you the best. I do. And try not to, trust me, no one ever told me that shit wears off. I always just thought I was going to be like doomed, like, it just kind of just goes away.
22 to 27 too.
It's bad.
You're a way different person.
You're in doomsday. Yeah. It's a tough time. That's a tough time in people's lives. It's understated. Yeah. Like people are getting married around you. Your are starting to slip. You don't have that like boyish charm and wonder anymore. Yep. Your people are starting to speed out of the gate. You get a little anxiety. People start buying nice houses and cars right in front of you, and you're like, what the fuck? Why don't I have that? So, don't worry about it. It goes away. You'll find people that hit the like button.
$70 from Thumbtack sent this address in. He said, 1 million people immigrate to Canada every year. Housing bubble is never popping. My town is densifying like crazy. Every single family turned to duplex or subdividing. It's over. Fuck this place. Please send help. Please. Move.
Canada is the most land-rich country in the world. United States is second. There's so much land in Canada. If it sucks that bad, just bounce. Yeah. Providence sucks. You think I don't like seeing fucking Providence and all these like well put together college educated smilers? Yeah. Providence used to be like for like drunks and disenfranchised kids that like desperately had to get out of their small town, and they would like cook rat fur for $600 a week while stealing copper. And now it's like, hi, what's going on? My name is Mark. I played lacrosse at University of Virginia. I work at the toy company as in analytics. And I like Korean barbecue.
Calling Hasbro the toy company.
Yeah. Like it's just that's. But I'm not gonna fucking cry about it. It's corny. Like when you go to Providence and you don't see any people that used to piss their pants.
We got another Canada related comment. 25-year-old in Canada trying to get into trades, but there's little to no jobs. Tons of opportunities in the U.S., but can't get a visa. I feel stuck. I don't know what to do.
I don't know how there's jobs. There's no jobs in trades. I got to be honest with you, buddy. I appreciate. Thank you for sending dough. There's not a fucking chance there's no jobs right now. Open your Google your town and then Google the trade you want, and then then go to the trade. Drive across the buildings. Whoever has the nicest, whatever blue collar business has the nicest home office. Walk in the door and find the owner and tell him you want a job.
There's probably trades up there that don't exist down here.
Yeah, right. Like maple hockey skate manufacturing. Yeah. Chris Benoit manufacturing, making Bowflex suicide manufacturing. No, man, there's not a chance. You're looking in the wrong place. It has to be. Like, I'm sorry. With the expansion of the parts of Canada that's going on, or you might have to move over to a bigger city, but basically you want to find go work for a well-engineered company that has their shit together. Clean trucks, clean uniforms, 40-year-olds that look like they've been there for 15 years. That's always a good sign.
Yep.
Like long-term employment in the blue-collar industry, not like a guy with a truck and dudes. Just a slob mess that takes every $50,000 you can get out of it every month and just runs. Kevin told us that. Kevin, go work for a real company and get a job. But you got to walk in hat in hand and tell them you're here to work. Yeah. Look, you wrote a comment into a stream to ask for help on a job. I think you got enough balls to go ask some random and have an uncomfortable conversation once or twice or 3 times, and you'll find one. I promise. You just got to look a little harder.
We got Huevos de Mexico with the 25.
Eggs.
Been ripping Newports and Coors Banquets to the stream. I love it. Advice for a guy rebuilding a collapsed retaining wall done on a budget. I have a skid steer and a job at Do It Best Lumber Yard for reference. We're building a collapsed retaining wall.
You can buy the retaining wall. Is it natural stone or is it like ratty? I would replace with natural stone. You can buy truckloads like a triaxle full of shit for $350 sometimes, rounds. Backfill with crushed stone. Have a pile of crushed stone next to you to backfill, save a little bit of money, or rip wrap to fill the inside. Not the worst idea to buy a small mixer, a concrete mixer, mortar mixer on Facebook Marketplace. A little electric job from Harbor Freight might get the job done. Set up an easy up around it so it's not so hot. Set up like a tent around it. Keep yourself cool. Just do it a lot and just get really good at it. Learn how to split stone. You can set up a stone splitting box and sand if you want. If you want to go nuts, follow Stone Bear Mason. He's pretty good. He posts videos. Fix that bitch. And then dig a trench. Fill the trench with the largest stones. Fill the concrete and start working your way up. Look how these guys do it. Get your lines out there. Your picks, your lines. Keep yourself on a nice flat plane. And make a really pretty wall. Pick up a skill if you want. I've done it before. I used to have. I tried to do an outdoor shower covered in some. I traded a kid an ounce of weed for 2 pallets of Connecticut white line stone, which is like flat, really easy to work with. And I poured myself a little foundation and I just started stacking the stone on top, and it actually came out pretty good. I got pretty good at it by about the second or third night. I kind of got the gist of what was going down. But go slow. Set up a tent, keep yourself cool, work at night, work lights, seat, pads.
We got SCP, RPC, etc. for $25. Concerned about HVAC spider system in our new home build. Had past issues like temp discrepancies, odors, duct compression. Also worried about inspection loopholes and short warranties. How can we push for extended warranty?
Did you install it in our new home build? Okay, so I had this with my house, actually. I'm glad you asked. So what he's talking about is mini splits. You ever see those?
No.
Not those units, but you know when those units like on the wall?
Yeah.
Mini split. I'll show you what they look like. So,
I think so.
Yeah. But so like these systems, like these things.
Oh, okay.
So what this is basically it sucks for heat, but it's okay for air conditioning.
Okay.
And you put these kind of all over your house.
Yeah.
And they're installed. They have way less. They're not as invasive when you're installing them because it's not like there's not duct work. It's tubular duct work now.
Okay.
So they run it with like air hoses, sort of, for lack of a better term. I'm butchering this, but there was a leak in one of the hoses that they couldn't find forever. And guess where it was? In the hardest place to look for it. So when you think about the system and the compression, mine was. I'm like pissed. I hate the guy who did it. It was cheap for when I got it, but I'm not happy. Everybody told me to go with the Mitsubishi Mr. Slims. I think were the best at the time. Now there's some better ones. I would listen to a pro. I don't know. I went with this other one. I hate it. But they can sniff out a leak. And most of the time, have that inspected. You have to complain about it 3 times, and then basically they can go back to the manufacturer. But you have to call and make sure that the company made the manufacturer aware that there was a fault in the system. we have a problem. And then as soon as it doesn't work, like you kind of got to hammer them. That's what sucks about this stuff. Extended warranties for homes, I don't think it's working. I think it's just better to work with the HVAC and be like, hey man, this is going to be a problem for you. I'm going to come after you if this stuff doesn't work. The builder paid you to install the shit up, or if you put a nail through one of the hoses, or there's a leak or whatnot. I mean, what am I? I'm going to go myself. You have to go after the builder, so you have to like, hey everybody, it's time to meet, and I'm going to be a real pain in the ass. This is the unfortunate reality of new homes and new home builds. You got everybody rushing to get paid. Sometimes someone puts a nail through something. That's probably what happened, to be fair.
Yeah.
Everything should work properly, obviously, but most of the time it's like a leak in the system, a faulty connect, a setup, or something like that.